Welcome back to Living Local. 13 years after it closed, the grand and historic Capitol Theater in downtown Davenport may finally be ready for its close-up in about 4 months. And here to tell us all about it is Local 4 digital reporter and our very own arts and culture expert, Jonathan Turner. Now, JT,
hello, sir.
You shaved.
I know, new year, new me.
Yeah.
I needed to be a little younger. The beard always makes me look old.
Yeah, you're still the George Clooney
But,
of Living
you know,
Local, so it's okay if you shaved.
It's my Ocean's 11 look.
Oh, it's your Ocean's 11 look.
Thank you. Just need to find a Julia Roberts. So.
Oh, man. So we're here to talk about the Capitol Theater. So give us a little history of the Capitol. It's been here since the early 1920s. Yeah?
I know. It's kind of from the era of Circa 21. It opened just a year before Circa, Christmas Day, 1920. It was built by Henry Call, part of the 10-story Call building on 3rd Street in downtown Davenport. Has an illustrious history. It was a movie palace, vaudeville and movies for years. It was used for performing art series through Mary Crest, concerts, films, ballet. It was, you know, eventually donated to the Scott Community College.
Yeah.
The daughter of the original builder, Elizabeth Call, is married to V.O. Figge, who obviously was a successful banker, and he, as the Figge Art Museum is named after him, his foundation granted to the Figge. So Scott used it for years from 94 through 2018 when Scott Community College opened their downtown Davenport campus, and so the whole renovation's been underway really since 2018.
That's crazy. So one of my favorite stories about the Capitol, it was part of the ill-fated Buddy Holly Winter Dance Party Tour.
One of Buddy Holly's last concerts, January 29th, 1959, just 5 days before he died in that plane crash.
Yeah, that's so crazy to me, and there's so much history in that. And the speakeasy that's in the basement that used to be down there is a really cool story, if you've never heard that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was a speakeasy, but then it was like a putt-putt golf course at some point, and now I think it's just flooded, but I think they fixed it. But so let's talk about the renovation itself, though. I mean, who's heading up this project?
Right. Chris Ailes is the main developer. He's a Davenport native. He's done so many different historic buildings, worked on redevelopments of the Renwick Mansion, of the Mary Crest campus, several senior housing complexes in Davenport. So he's very passionate about historic preservation, and he and his partner, Jim Bergman, are behind the renovation. It's been about a 3-year process. They took over the whole building, so the Call lofts after Scott Community College left, they converted to apartments. The 10-story building opened last fall as apartments. He said majority, about 60%, are rented.
Oh, that's so cool.
So the Capitol is obviously the last piece of the puzzle. And that's such an intricate, extensive renovation. That's about $24 million total for the building.
Yeah. Do they have a target date for that opening, and they know what might?
Yeah, they haven't scheduled a specific opening or events yet. It's such a beautiful building, and they're hoping to reopen in the spring, probably April-May timeframe.
I'll be curious to see what they do with that building, because it's such, I mean, it makes Circa 21 look a little small, and Circa 21 is huge, you know what I mean?
I mean, Circa, obviously Circa was originally a movie theater with over 1,000 seats, so the Capitol is about 1,500 seats. It's smaller than the Adler Theater. The Adler's about 2,400, so they want to complement each other. I think they're open to concerts and comedy and hopefully movies too. I mean, it's just a gorgeous palace.
Yeah, and it's so gorgeous. Like then I saw the detail. They're really doing all the repainting and everything.
I know, the plaster and the molding.
Yeah,
they had to rebuild like one side, all the intricate embellishments there. And
so tell me, JT, why is it important that we do preserve some of these? Because I know it sat just kind of empty for a long time.
I know. Since 2010, it's been closed. It's such a prominent location, and it's just part of Davenport. It's part of the Quad Cities history, and it's like Chris Ailes said. You can never build something new like this.
No.
The craftsmanship and the detail of that is just a work of art itself, and so it's so important to preserve that and keep that for the community.
Yeah, I can only imagine the upkeep on something like that and the overhead. And I mean, it's so pretty. I would love to do something there at some point. In my life.
I'm really looking forward to it. Seeing it reopened.
Well, you could just be on stage, just you playing.
I don't know about that.
The George Clooney of Living Local.
Three people out of the 1,500 seats.
Oh no, they'd have to add shows, I think.
you know, we'll try.
They'd have to add like a whole weekend of JT at the Capitol Theater.
Thank you very much.
There's a programming idea for you. Well, You can read Jonathan's stories on our local arts and culture page at ourquadcities.com. You can also reach Jonathan at jturner@whbs.com.